The Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the New York Knicks 124 to
Again.
105 without the God Ty Jerome.
Yeah, Ty Jerome.
DNP, baby.
Ty Jerome, man. Ty Jerome's been out for 4 games. I know, man. I was ready when I was like, yo, we're doing the Cavs-Knicks. I was ready to get on my Ty Jerome, like.
I was with you, man.
Shit,
I'm a
like,
Knicks fan, but I was expecting Ty to have 20 and 10.
I mean, you guys.
It's all good.
You guys didn't have Jalen Brunson too, but like, I mean, Ty Jerome is.
But Ty.
Ty.
Let's get into the box score.
Ty Jerome propaganda.
Donovan Mitchell with 27 points. Jared Allen 21 and 8. Darius Garland had 17 and 6. Karl-Anthony Towns was 25. OG Anunoby looked like Michael Jordan for the first half, then did not look like Michael Jordan. Maybe Michael Jordan if he got Space Jammed. And then Josh Hart, I thought, had a good game, had 19, 5, and 4. The Knicks, once again, lose to a team like the Cavs, like the Thunder, the teams that are better than them, essentially, the teams that are contenders. And yes, they get a pass because Jalen Brunson didn't play. But at the same time, this is getting old.
But Ty Jerome didn't play, so.
And Ty Jerome didn't play.
Come on.
Listen, I mean, as a Knicks fan, very encouraged from what I saw in the first half. Josh Hart came out aggressive, cutting. They were finding him in the lane. He was taking open threes. Like, that's the Josh Hart I want to see as a Knicks fan going forward in the NBA playoffs. The Cavs, it just looked like the problem with the Cavs in the first quarter was just they didn't give a damn on defense. Their rotations were a little slow. They weren't pressuring the basketball. They were hitting their shots. They shot well from three. The Knicks shot 6 of 8 in the first quarter. The Cavs shot 6 of 10. So they were keeping up with the Knicks offensively. They just didn't really put much effort on the defensive side of the ball. And the Cavs have been catching L's lately. Kwab and I have been off air for our personal reasons, but we have not covered the Cavs in a long time. And since we stopped covering the Cavs, they've caught a few L's in a row. No. And I assume, I didn't watch all the games. A lot of it has to do maybe with lack of effort defensively, maybe resting players. Would have to go back and watch some of the games. But that's my assumption because I felt like the Cavs came out flat. Almost like there's no Jalen, there's no Deuce. It's a back-to-back. We're going to win this game. And the Knicks, to their credit, came out very good defensively. I thought high energy. OG Anunoby was fantastic. He had 19 points and 5 assists in their first half. And then reality.
And then the Cavs were like, "All right, man."
Let's
cut this BS, man.
Let's stop this.
Let's stop.
Yeah.
Donovan
Mitchell was fantastic.
Yes,
I mean, they demolished the Knicks. They turned a 15-point deficit into a 19-point win. That is a 34-point swing, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, with what you said before, OG looked fantastic, and he has actually been playing really, really well
he's been awesome.
Yeah, since Brunson's gone down, I think with having more chances to shoot, be more aggressive, you kind of see like other parts of his game people are not used to seeing. Like he had a couple of moves in the first half. I was like, wait, who's this?
Yeah, like his Euro steps now, he's getting low, dragging the ball through the lane. Yeah. As a Knicks fan, I am thrilled. I mean, because now I feel like we do have our number 3 option in the playoffs. For me, that's one of the things that worried me. The thing that worries me the most about the Knicks is defensively and Karl-Anthony Towns being put in pick and rolls over again. The Knicks didn't have Mitchell Robinson today, so protecting the paint, especially in the third quarter, was just the Cavaliers were 13 for 13 in the paint in the third quarter.
That's crazy.
13 for 13.
I mean, they do have a big front line, so
but 13 for 13, and the paint's not just 4 feet away; it's like to the foul line. So there's middies involved too.
There's middies,
no rim protection, zero rim protection.
I mean, the other problem that the Knicks have is that and also this falls on him back when he was also in Minnesota. Karl-Anthony Towns getting into foul trouble. Like he can't get into foul trouble. He just can't, especially now. With no Brunson, like he needs to be on the floor. So him picking up some of the fouls he picked up, I was just like, bro, like you can make the argument some of them weren't fouls, but a couple of them I was like, why are you hooking? Like you don't little stuff like that you don't need to do. Like you need it on the floor. Like it's important. Great point by you where you feel like OG has been like the clear cut, maybe be like your number 3 or maybe in some games your number 2. If when Brunson comes back, it's kind of is very much needed. I think a lot of people expected that to be Mikal Bridges, and his season has been like very up and down and down and down. Yeah. But like great game by OG to start the game. I think
Oh,
when
he
I
was
was watching
fantastic. I
it,
thought he was Michael. I tweeted, is OG really Michael Jordan in disguise?
he's moving like MJ out there.
It
I
was
think
insane. I mean, in the threes, he hit a three off balance from the
like
right
leaning
wing in someone's
leaning to the
face. He got
side.
fouled. They didn't call it. He almost fell into the stands. It was just like, who the is this guy? This is insane.
It was insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
And even off the bench, Precious off the bench had a solid game. I think when I was watching it and the Knicks were up, to your point, it felt like the Cavs were just kind of going through the motions. And
Yeah.
my whole thing was like, I'm waiting for the bench minutes as the game progresses. Like, yes, the Knicks are on back to back. The Cavs play a deeper lineup than the Knicks. Well, everybody plays a deeper lineup than the Knicks. So
Damn, yo.
they do. I mean, that's
You're right. You're right.
you're right. I mean,
You're right.
you had
Okoro played well today. Yeah. I wanted to
Okoro
give him a
played
shout out. I forgot.
well. You had what was it? DeAndre Hunter, who's been the perfect
Fantastic.
fit for them.
Yeah,
Perfect
he's been
fit. Anybody would want that player off their bench.
Yeah.
But when you're facing a team like the Cavs and you have limited options, I always say like limited options or players that Tibbs trust, like you're gonna run into this. Like the Cavs are fantastic for multiple reasons. Their all-star backcourt, their front line, but also their bench.
Yeah.
Like they have players that'll come off the bench, I'll make an impact.
It's the deepest Cavs team of all time. I will stand on that. And I know they've won a championship with LeBron James. You had LeBron. That team was very front heavy. I think this Cavs team is deeper.
I want to make the joke I made last time, but people didn't realize I was being sarcastic when I was like, they had Derrick Rose and Isaiah Thomas.
Well, they didn't even go anywhere. That team was dissembled in like 2 months.
They were like, we have 2 lineup. It was like Jay Crowder, but like this is a very, very deep team, very like effective team, and we were making a joke like with what's the name? Why am I drawing a blank? Holy shit! What's the name didn't play? Ty Jerome didn't play. We were making a joke earlier that Ty Jerome didn't play, but Ty Jerome has been a factor all year. Another player that comes off the bench. Sometimes he starts for them. Well, actually, he hasn't started for them. I haven't watched a game where he started for them, so I'm sorry. But like he comes off the bench and makes an impact. You have 3-4 players coming off the bench that play high minutes, make a difference. Is great to have for a team that wants to win a championship.
Yeah.
And this is why the Cavs have been, if not the best team in the league, one of the top teams.
Top two. Them are the Thunder.
All year. And this is also a reason why the Knicks, to me, part of the reason why the Knicks have struggled. Besides their lack of defense, but their lack of just, I don't want to say depth, but like their lack of players that their coach trusts.
Yeah, they're not deep. The Knicks aren't deep. 2 things about the Cavs.
Yep.
One, I'm going to apologize to the Cavs fan base because they've won 5 out of 6. They did lose
Yep.
4 in a row.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about that time. I didn't realize they won 5 out of 6 since then. So Cavs fans, don't start yelling at me. Like, well, I know they won 5 out of 6. Give you that.
You might want to edit that out.
No, we're good. We good, man. We talking.
Yeah.
Also, Ty Jerome is most improved.
Okay.
This idea
Yes.
that Cade Cunningham, number 1 overall pick, who's been solid his whole career,
Yep.
has improved more than Ty Jerome, it's fucking insane.
Insane.
It's insane.
I mean, who else is in the running for that? They have.
I don't know,
But
but Cade Cunningham is out in front, and we
Cade-
have to stop giving this award
to
players who are like John Morant won the award one year. That is crazy. This award, most improved, is specifically like who went from this to this.
yeah.
Like the biggest gap, the biggest improvement, right? Like it's not like the
Number
we want to
one
recognize
pick.
you nice now award. Like that's not what it is. It's the most improved.
It's a former number 1 pick getting the award. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's insane.
If he's in the running for it.
Most
But, like,
improved?
Some of the names they've had was like, I think it's been Cade, it's been Jalen Williams at OKC.
It's insane.
Who's another lottery pick.
It's insane. That should just be another award, like the I'm Here award. Like that's what it is. Really, that's what it's turned into. It's not most improved. Ty Jerome is the most improved player in the league, or one of.
One of.
I can't think of any. It's not an award I pay attention to or necessarily care about, but off the top of my head, Ty Jerome.
But his impact has been ridiculous. Like,
yeah, it's insane.
But props to like Kenny Atkinson, like empowering like his players and allowing them to like shine like this. It's been a big factor. So
yeah, and you see in the second half too with the Cavs, they turned the defense up.
Yep.
They're getting steals. They're going the other way. They're getting fast break points. They're making it a point to get into the paint, and scoring the basketball. Evan Mobley with a couple assists too as well. High-low action. Donovan Mitchell hitting threes. I mean, you saw why the Cavs have been so good.
Yeah.
And as a Knicks fan, it was just so disheartening because the first half, they looked so good. It was like, man, like, if we can keep this up when Jalen gets back, like,
But part of you knew what was going to happen. As the
part
game
of
was
me,
to-
all of me.
He's
I knew they were going to lose.
He's like every part of me
Listen,
knew.
listen.
All of me.
I'm just saying, like, if they would have fought and, like, the Cavs would have won by 4, 5, 6, one of those games, I'm like, you know what? Didn't have Brunson. Back-to-back. Proud of y'all.
You know what's crazy? I think that's all you've been asking for the Knicks against these top teams since day one has been like, hey man, give me like a close game where like even if we lose, you can be like, okay, there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's all you've been asking. Just like
Don't get murdered.
Don't get killed. Don't get killed like by the first half, or don't get killed like where like at the fourth quarter you're not even watching anymore. That's all you've been asking this whole year.
I feel like I'm watching someone run into a field full of mines, and I'm just like, just don't run into that field, and then you just go.
You're like, nah, I got it. I got. No, they don't zigzag
Just
or
to
nothing.
get
Like
flailing
straightforward.
into the field. And as soon as I touch,
Explosions.
it's just like, oh, come on, guys. I told you this.
Oh, look,
The Knicks are fugazi, bro. They're fugazi. Let's be honest. The Knicks are fugazi. And listen, I know they didn't have Brunson today, but you can't fix the problems they have with the bench, with the lack of defense, with Cat in the pick. You can't fix all that in time to beat a team like the Cavaliers in a 7-game series or the Celtics in a 7-game series.
I mean, it might look. I'm trying to give you some optimism. It might look different if they're healthy and everybody's back. Right now,
we're done.
You have without Brunson, you don't have Deuce. How have you felt about DeLon Wright started?
I think he's been fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I mean, for what he is, he's not Jalen Brunson, but he's added a defensive presence. They've been better defensively. Mitch didn't play today, but like with lineups with like Mitch and DeLon, I mean, it looks different. He also has been hitting the open three, when he's left open for the most part. He's done more than I expected.
What about what's his name? Tyler Kolek.
Love Tyler Kolek. He's one of the few players on the team that actually looks to pass the basketball.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not fair to say because Cat looks to pass. Cat's a good passer, and so is Josh. But he's a playmaking point guard for other people, and I think the Knicks have always missed that. Jalen Brunson is fantastic and all, and he can make plays passing the ball, but he's looking to score. And a lot of their offense goes through him looking to score the basketball. And I think having a point guard who can come off the bench and maybe make plays for others, especially for the bench, I don't think it's a coincidence that Landry Shamet has had his best 2 weeks since Tyler Kolek has gotten to the lineup. You're hitting someone in rhythm in the shooting pocket. He could shoot. Like, that matters a lot for a shooter. Yeah. I just don't think that's a coincidence. So, for me, I like them both. I think DeLon should be getting minutes over Cam Payne in the playoffs, if I'm being honest with you.
You don't like Cam Payne, man?
Cam Payne drives me absolutely insane.
Man, I can't do the form. I can't put
It's not even the form, bro. It's like you just got in the game. You don't have to shoot from 35 feet. Like, relax.
That man comes to the game. That man comes to the game with green light. I'm going to work. I'm going to work, man. That's.
I mean, I appreciate his effort. I appreciate his fire, but come on, man. Like, relax. But, I mean, either way, they don't have a chance against this Cavs team. This Cavs team is just so much better than them.
Yeah, I mean, like you said.
They spotted them 15 points. They're just here. Go ahead.
Spotted them points.
They spotted them 15 points and then covered a double-digit spread against them.
That's crazy.
And would have covered that double-digit spread with like 8 minutes left to go in the game. It was insane. Yeah. It was insane.
Cavs are crazy. I mean, and there's, like we always say, there's so many players that have an impact. We don't even mention. We didn't even mention like Max Strus hitting shots, Sam Merrill hitting shots. Like, they have so many different pieces that would just come in and make an impact here and there.
And they pass the basketball so well. They're really
so
good
selfish all around. Yeah.
And I think that might be my favorite part about them is it's just they share the ball. They always share the ball. I mean, Donovan might have his moments of like, but he's Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, but I mean, even him, he's been very unselfish all year.
Yeah, he had 5 assists today.
Yeah, his points are down this year because he's been so unselfish this year. So it's crazy.
All right, well, that's going to do it. The Cavs beat the Knicks 124-105.
Again.
Without Brunson, I'm not as heartbroken about this one or upset. It is what it is. They showed fight in the first half and then just got smacked. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Kwab and I will be back tomorrow where the Warriors play the Lakers.
Big game, I guess.
Huge game. Huge game that I don't know. A lot of questions are going to be answered. I'll just say that because I don't know what to think about either team. I genuinely have no idea.
It's a big game for the standings, and these two teams might end up matching up in the playoffs in the first round, which would be insane.
It would be
insane. And the NBA probably definitely wants that. Not probably, they definitely
they want
that.
it in the semifinals or Western Conference Finals. Let's be honest, not the first round.
True.
All right. Well, I'm Josh Rodriguez at Josh_Rodriguez_. He's Kwab at Kwab AKS. We'll see you next time for another episode of The Dime. Peace.